Hi, I'm Jeff Ford, physiotherapist, strength and conditioning coach, and kettlebell coach. And today I am going to run through the one-handed kettlebell swing. One-handed kettlebell swing is essential to learn, especially for the kettlebell clean and the snatch. So the key with a one-handed kettlebell swing is to learn the two-handed kettlebell swing first, because that way you're going to be working on that powerful hip drive, learning to use your legs with a powerful hip hinge and not lifting up with your arms. So from there, once you've done your two-handed swing, it should look very similar. So if we're demonstrating a two-handed swing, okay, we want everything to stay reasonably square when you're doing the one-handed swing, because the temptation when you're doing a one-handed swing is for everything to get a bit out of square and that kettlebell to sort of pull you out of alignment. So it should look a little something like this. Okay. Demonstrating a few swings on the right side. So there are different ways that you can hike that kettlebell back with one hand. One of them is leading back with your little finger. One is going straight back, and one is leading back with your thumb. Comes down to personal preference, your own anatomy, etc. Find the one that works for you. I personally, after lots of trial and error and lots of coaching, I prefer leading back with my thumbs, because I find that you have a bit more room back between your legs, whereas if you go back with your little fingers, you tend to run into your own legs a little sooner. Thumbs gets you up there a little bit higher, right up there in your groin there, and that's going to give you more power to drive out of. So let's go. Starting, we want to hike that bell back and drive up to straight. Drive up to straight. And your other arm, your non-working arm, will look a little bit different for everyone, but I'm reaching back and driving through. You can do a little tap of the handle to make sure you're staying nice and square at the top. The one-handed swing can then transfer into the double kettlebell swing. And this for me is where we really run into potential issues with how you hike that kettlebell back, because you want to make sure you've got enough clearance to get those bells back. And if you don't hike them back properly, you start to run into issues of them banging into each other, banging into your knees, etc. So I would recommend going a little bit wider than what you do with your normal kettlebell swing here. So you've got plenty of room. And then you want to stay nice and balanced as you hike those bells back and drive up to straight. And as you can hear, they are banging around and stuff. They're pretty brutal. I don't tend to program a lot. If you're building up to something like the snatch test or your strong first certifications, things like that, they can be a really good tool just to build a bigger engine. They're great for conditioning because they are pretty brutal. If you found that video helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll make sure I get back to you.